Hey, good afternoon, baseball fans. This is Gorgo 2005, welcoming everybody to the channel. Today we have a nice crowd in here already, chatting it up. And I do need to cover some points of business, one of which I did address in some regard. I got an echo in here. Let me take care of that. There we go. Okay, that echo should be gone now. Anyway, here's what's going on. I did ping the party with OOTP that has been helping me with perfect points for Steam users that win giveaways, and that person has not responded to my ping yet. I do have, well, number one, I need to apologize for all of those in here, all the Steam users who are still waiting on your 12,000 perfect points each. But that person has not responded to my ping yet, and I do have a second person that I can try to contact who promised to help in case the first person wasn't able to. So I will be contacting that second person if I don't hear from the first person soon. What I don't want to do is double up because the company has me, I think, on a little bit of a short leash when it comes to a budget, shall we say, for perfect points. And I did tell them that I'd at least hold off on any more giveaways today. I was going to give away 25K perfect points today on the house, but I've already given those away to Steam users. That is in advance, or kind of in arrears, I should say, honestly. So there again, apologies for any delays on the delivery of the perfect points, but we are in the process of trying to get that addressed and get that fixed ASAP. So I appreciate everybody's patience, everybody's forbearance on this, because I'm kind of new at that particular part of the business, and I'm wanting to make it as smooth and as seamless as possible. Now, on another point of business, I'm doing something a little different today. If you see me looking off to the side like I'm doing right now, that's where I am looking at my laptop. My laptop is signed in to an alternate Twitch account that is following on this channel that you're watching right now. And what I did yesterday, in response to the mini fiasco that took place with the timing of ads that were messing up some of the content. So what we're going to try to do is take a more proactive stance when it comes to the advertising here on my channel, and to try to moderate the ads a little bit, so to speak, so that they don't get in the way of the content. And if they will pop up, and I've got them scheduled, and here's how they are scheduled. 20 minutes after the beginning of the stream is when the first ad is supposed to hit. Now, I've got a timer on my phone, and it's kind of funny because my phone, I had been paying unemployment to it because I stopped using it to have to time out my Twitch drops, because I don't have to do that anymore with the automatic Twitch drop accumulator in Google Chrome. So I don't have to use my watch for a Twitch drop timer anymore. However, I can use it now as a timer to tell me when my first ad is about to hit. So that's one thing I'm doing. The laptop over here showing me how my stream looks to all of you guys, that is another step that I'm taking. And there is a third step. And that third step has to do with a notice that will show up. Starting 3 minutes before the ad is supposed to hit, a notice should start appearing, and I should be able to see it on my laptop over here. And I don't know if I'll be able to see it on my own Twitch channel, which I'm also tuned in to at the present. I don't know if I can see it there because, see, I'm subscribed to my own channel, and I have it set up so that subscribers to my channel don't have to watch ads, so they may not get any notices. That's how the stroke of whatever bit of inspiration hit me, that I need to have another machine on another account and on another browser even I've got it running Microsoft Edge on my laptop here, getting into Twitch, and I'm running my alternate account over there, watching this channel right now, same as you folks. So I want to see how it looks to you guys, so that I can see the warning come up that says, okay, an ad's about to hit, and then I will take a break in the content while I'm seeing the ads starting to go. So that having been said, then I'll be able to tailor my content so that it goes around the ads. So yeah, the ads are going to be there, but we're going to try our best to avoid them with anything that I actually want to show. Okay, like that perfect card that got hidden yesterday. I hated that. Absolutely hated it. So so I've got, it's not just an alt account that I'm running on my laptop. It's another browser even, so that there's no confusion between the Chrome browser and the Edge browser. If I was signed into Chrome on my laptop, it might think that I would have the same settings on that Chrome as I have on this Chrome on my PC. So I didn't take a chance with that being a conflict. I used a different browser, different account, different machine. So that way I can keep tabs on it on the sly here, and hopefully be able to manage things better. So all of that said, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting thing today, because it'll be a first time that I'm doing this, obviously. And we don't have any playoff pushes today. All my guys got eliminated. Well, anyway, let me get back to OBS here real quick. And let's take a look-see at the main team, the Flames, and see what they are up to besides no good. I need to get into OTP23. There we go. Alrighty, so it had to be made visible. Now I've got a tournament running. That is my longest running one right here, and I don't think I'm through round 2 yet. I started the day, you remember yesterday I had the big pack rip? Look at how many packs I've picked up since then. I picked up 18 new packs after yesterday, and that in what I ripped yesterday included the 5 Twitch drops that I picked up. So I've already got, I had 23 packs yesterday, the 18 that were in storage, along with the 5 that I opened yesterday from Twitch drops. So I had 23 packs from yesterday, 18 of which were being stashed. And since then, I've gotten a 10-pack tournament win, and we will show you that right about here. Go to your tournaments, and down here, get up past all of this stuff, and there it is right there. The 9880 tournament. It was one of the first ones that I entered this morning, and it's already won me 10 packs. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's a good start to the day, and I'm picking up Twitch drops and redeeming them automatically as I speak. So it's kind of cool there. So I am in the process, like I say, okay, there's my first drop that's hit. I want to see how much time I've got before my first ad hits. I've got less than a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to manage that, and I will be watching my other account and trying to manage what you see on here related to the ads. Okay, so let's see here. Hang on just a moment. Okay, 28, about less than 30 seconds left. And it should be showing me what's coming up. Okay. I don't see anything on the account yet. There should be something in Twitch that comes up and says you got an ad coming up in 3 minutes. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and take about a 1-minute break right now, because I really can't see it. I can't see it at all. I do hear myself talking on the laptop here, so I need to turn my sound off on that. Let me do that. Okay, the sound is turned off. But the Twitch stream is not showing me that there's an ad about to run. Because it should be giving 3 minutes of warning, because I told Twitch that I was going to be doing that. And I don't see any warning yet. So like I say, this is the first time we've done it. And it should be any moment now, quite literally, that the first ad hits, and I will try to work around it. And I don't see an ad coming up on my account. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. If I see something that says, okay, you got 3 minutes until the ad hits, because there should be a warning being given. 3 minutes before the ad hits, it's supposed to come up and say, hey, you got 3 minutes. Can anybody in chat tell me if, okay, there's the ad right there. Taking a break. Okay. Alrighty, so I've reset my timer for 29 minutes and 49 seconds, or 45 seconds, and that should be enough to tell me when the next ad is about to hit, so that I take a break and I'm not really showing you anything during the time of that ad, okay? So, I think that part worked pretty well, all except for the warning. It did not give a 3-minute warning like I told it to give people. So I've got to double check on that and find out why that is not showing up, because I want everybody to see when the ad is coming and give you like a countdown or whatever, because I've seen it on other channels that it is supposed to work that way, but on this particular account, on this particular day, I don't know. I don't think it's I think it's supposed to be based on how long I've been on, not how long you've been on. It's hard to say, because if it's how long you've been on, then I can't manage that, unfortunately. I can only manage it on how long I've been on. Okay, so and that's what I'm going to plan on working it around, is based on how long I've been on. I can't base it on anybody else, because they can come in at random points anywhere in the stream. So anyway, if I can't depend on Twitch to give me a consistent time that people see ads, that is all at the same time, then I don't know how I can manage that. So I'll be looking for some other answers. If it doesn't work out to our satisfaction, that is our mutual satisfaction between me and you guys in the community, then oh, let's see, King Butcher you just got here and you didn't get an ad. Oh, or maybe it's because the ad was already in progress. Maybe because yeah, hard to say. Hard to say. Let's just play it by ear, and we'll try to figure it out. I'll let you know when I see one coming up, and we'll go based on that. So anyway, I've already done what I can do on that front, and like I say, I'm still learning. We're all kind of learning about this. Okay, King Butcher didn't get one. The ad was up, right? Okay, I see now. Alrighty, so let's see what the post-mortem is on the Flames before we go on and take a look at team number 2. Oh, I wanted to look at this longest running tourney too. Hang on just a second. Okay. Once we get in here, I'll see if I'm at least through one round, which I'm kind of hoping that I am. maybe into round 2. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear that outside. The microphone's a good strong mic, but I don't know if it's picking up the thunder outside. It's been taking turns pouring like cats and dogs and making a racket outside, and sometimes a little ray of sunshine. Okay, I am leading my round 2, 3-2 over these Zweisel Americans. They are a familiar team. I see them all the time, run by Polo. There's like a couple of Zweisel teams out there. The Americans is one. I forget I think there's another one called the Wanderers, the Zweisel Wanderers. I'm not sure if it's the same manager or not, but at least the location name is in common with this team here that we're looking at. Okay. One team has been attacking the Bronze Quicks, you see. Yep, the Hughes man. That's my particular gig. I spam Ace of Bronze with this Flames account. Okay. Let me see now if I move on to the quarterfinal, or if I have to put up with a Game 7 with these Americans here. And I have moved on to the quarterfinal, so that is one step closer to more packs. I've already got one win today, so I will certainly not reject another one. Or as the old sexist expression went in the day, I won't kick that one out of bed. So, let's go ahead and get out of here and take a look at the Flames and see what they ended up with. Now, I've already got my first drop in automatically. So let us see. Hey, King Butcher, if you can let me know when you see your first ad, let me know in chat, and that'll tell me whether or not it's dependent on whether you get in or whether it's based on my schedule. Okay? So, King Butcher, tell me if you see an ad before I announce one. All right? I appreciate that. If you would please help me out with that. Okay, so here, we ended the season with a win, and if you remember from yesterday, we were underwater by a game or two, and we ended up with a halfway decent ending. We ended up, I think, something like 7 or 8 games above water for the whole day yesterday, and that only got me to 4th place, 2 games out of 3rd, and 3 games out of 2nd. So it was kind of a late push to get me there. I made some adjustments in the day and moved some pitching around and changed some batting orders. I did not replace any of my player position cards. I just changed the batting order a little bit. Here's what we did. We can take a look at the pitching staff, and you can see I moved. I took out one of my perfect live cards that I had here in the pitching rotation. I can't remember who it was. I think, yeah, it was Max Fried. I had Max Fried in here, I believe. Is that right? I'm on the Flames. I'm not on the other 2 accounts. No. It wasn't Max Fried. He never pitched for this outfit. What I did was I moved Newcomb out of the rotation, put Sid Fernandez over here, and look at, I also moved Firpo over here. I put Firpo Marbury in, and he ended up with a 4-2 record over 7 starts. So he acquitted himself pretty well, I thought, over the ending of the season. So I'm going to go ahead and start my next diamond season starting tomorrow morning. I'm going to leave this exactly the way it is now. I'm going to take Newcomb instead of using less often. I'm going to change him now that I'm in the off season. I'm going to change him to normal usage, and everybody else stays the same. Rob Nen ended up with a 3.11 ERA, and he did have an all-star appearance, so it was good to see him. Bullet Joe Rogan also made an all-star appearance, and he ended up 16-10 with a 3.94. Pedro was the star of the rotation at 19-7 and a 3.52. Firpo did very well for himself for the 7 starts that he had, and for Sid's 6 starts, he ended up going 3-4. Some of those games were where he was the pitcher of record in the bullpen, but he still didn't do too badly with a 3.73 ERA. So if I look at my team stats, they weren't, horribly impressive, but not horribly bad either. I led the conference in stolen bases, which was a nice development. We committed a lot of errors, though. We were next to last in the conference in errors and 8th in zone rating and 5th in defensive efficiency. We had the pitching staff had the 6th most strikeouts, tied for 6th. 6th in pitching WAR, 6th in FIP, 10th in bullpen ERA. There was one point in time over the course of the season I was first in the conference in both those categories, and things went downhill a little drastically after that, including that 10-game or 11-game losing streak that I had the other day. It was really, really a nasty gram that got sent to my pitching staff. So we ended up not too terribly bad. First in stolen bases, like I said. Cool Papa ended up with 99. He was just one shy of a century on his stolen bases, and Joe Morgan, Little Joe, came in with 38 after that. And look at Hammer and Hank, got himself another 30-30 season. He had 38 home runs, which has been the number he's been stuck on forever, and 38 home runs, and this time 33 stolen bases. So he has his this is the most recent 30-30 season that he's had. Look at all of his stats, I would say, like about right here. Now look at those numbers of home runs. I'm going to go to his batting stats. Look how many years he's had 38 home runs in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons in a row he's hit 38, and the season before he had 41. So he did fairly well for himself. And that was over 154 games. Now here, he didn't quite make it to 30-30 because he only had 29 stolen bases. And I didn't do anything to his steal slider. After this season here, where he only stole 29 and got caught 10 times, I left it exactly where it's been ever since. And there are his steals and caught stealing stats. So he's not looking too bad. In fact, those are amongst some of the best stealing stats you're going to see on any Hank Aaron anywhere, I think. So I've been told by some of my friends in Discord. Let me take a quick look at chat here. Okay, King Butcher, have you seen an ad yet? You haven't seen an ad yet? Okay. Alrighty, so I'm looking at Discord. It's nothing going on in there. So let's see how, and look at how many decorations Hank has got. He's done pretty doggone well for himself. Well worth that 37K L10, but I didn't pay for him. I got him in the mission by finishing off the live cards. Ooh, there we go. Rob Nen didn't finish very strong. Neither did Nuke, and neither did Brooksy. Mercy. Only 125 over 6 games. Ouch. But Pedro, hot as a firecracker, over 2 games. Won them both. 1.12 ERA, 16 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts. We'll take it. So I get to survive in Diamond for another season with these Flames. And let's look at the managerial record for this guy that you're talking at here, or is talking at you. There's another drop just came in automatically. And we will be in Diamond for what will be the 6th straight season, and 7th out of the last 8. Okay, because there's when I first made it to Diamond out of Gold. At that particular point in time, there were only 10, count them, 10 Diamond leagues. So Diamond at that point in time was very, very loaded with people itching for Perfect League. I felt extremely underqualified to even be in Diamond, and I got promptly slapped back to Gold. But I came around, got first in my division, made playoffs, but I did not earn a trophy there. In fact, this team has yet to get any sort of a World Series trophy. We have made it 2 playoffs there in Gold. Then I've made 2 playoff appearances down here in Diamond. these two seasons here that I had, 90 and 72 and 87 and 75, I did make playoffs there because I ended up tops in my division. But the other diamond seasons, fourth. Nothing so much as a sniff at playoffs. But I wasn't that terribly bad when it came to a final playoff position. If I take a look here at the standings, I only ended up right here. I was 2 games out of the 3rd wild card. And for 6 games above 500 overall record, I didn't think that was too shabby. So I was the first person out when it came to wild card eligibility here in the conference. And it took until late in the season, like if I take a look at my mail, it'll tell me exactly when. And right here on October 5th in the season is when I was mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. So that's pretty late in the season. That's the kind of stuff that if I'm not going to make the playoffs, I'd like to be eliminated late. And that's exactly what happened here. So I wasn't knocked out like much earlier in the day on Saturday. It was relatively late in the day that all of that came down. Because only 2 more days later is when things were set. Hank Aaron, though, look at what he got. He was the batting champ in our conference with a .330 batting average. So he had 181 hits and 548 at-bats, 34 doubles, 7 triples, 38 home runs, 146 games, had 100 RBIs and 101 runs scored. So Hammerin' Hank had himself a nice diamond season, one to be proud of. So that's pretty much what we saw with the Flames. And that plus the fact that we already have now today 12 packs in, 2 Twitch drops, and 10 packs from a tournament win. So, and I'm hoping to gain some more ground on the packs with the latest tournament that I'm in. It looks like I'm going to be at least in a quarterfinal. So let's go ahead and get out of here. We'll go take a look at team number 2, Yonder Wildcats, and see how they ended up. And look at all those cards I sold yesterday. I'm up to here. I can go out and maybe buy myself some more Platinum Mission cards, which I'm a little bit short on. So we'll see how far along we come with those things. So let's go see what team number 2 has to offer here. Oops, there we go. And the password for this guy is that. Okay, how many minutes till the next ad? I got, 13 and a half minutes, I think, until the next time I'm timed to get an ad. So let's see, I'm running Ace of Iron over here. I don't need to spam, or that is draft a team yet. And I'm going to spam me up an Ace of Iron real quick, which is right there. And it looks like if I stick around for a minute or two, I might be able to get into another one, but I'll go ahead and take a look at the team first. Let's look at the team, because I picked up 27 packs on this account since yesterday. This is where I got rid of Max Fried, and I ended up selling him because of those extra pitching cards that I picked up yesterday. Remember R.A. Dickey? And I'd forgotten from a previous time when I picked up Nolan Ryan to bring him in. So I brought in Nolan Ryan and R.A. Dickey to my pitching staff, and live Max Fried got sent not only to the reserve bleachers, he got sold. He got quick sold because he was not even worth on his L10. He wasn't worth 20K. So I got a quick 20K for him. And on the channel, T Bossy 1013. Thank you for your follow on the channel. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay. So I get some grace period after joining a stream because you get the pre-roll ads. Okay, I disabled pre-rolls. Okay, I disabled the pre-rolls there, Ozzy. So that was one thing I was trying to do. Old Jim Gentile had 60 home runs for you this week. Ah, nice there, Brent. Really nice. Real nice. Okay, so I disabled the pre-rolls, which hit you when you first join up a stream. Okay, because I don't want anybody to get slapped in the face with an ad when they first join a stream. So I thought I got away from the pre-rolls. Did anybody see an ad when you first got on the stream today? Did anybody see an ad? Because I know I didn't see one on this alt account that I had set up over here. Wait a minute, what's going on? That is a doornail. Hang on. We'll figure out what's going on. Machine turned itself off because I hadn't clicked anything. Okay, so we're going to fix that. Hopefully. There we are. Okay. So there we are. Okay, so now it should stay up. Alrighty, so now I can see the stream the way it looks to you guys, or at least the way it looks to me on this other account. So I'm hoping that the ads are rolling with the same schedule for everybody, and not just Mad Mask. You didn't get an ad and you just got in. Okay, so good. Yeah, I'm doing fine today, Mad Mask. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, D. Goy signed in late. No ads, not even when you first joined up. So yeah, that's the way that I thought I had it set up. That the pre-roll ads, which hit you in the face as soon as you join a stream, I did away with those. In fact, I did that from the beginning of when I started offering ads. So I'm just trying to get some control over my ads, if it's at all possible for me in this environment. Alrighty, so Ace of Iron is in there. So let me get out of here. We'll come back and take a closer look at the team as soon as I get another tournament spammed. Because as of right now, that's the major goal, is to get those babies in there. Now let's take a look and see how the Wildcats ended up. So yeah, we picked up 7 packs after the stream was over yesterday, plus another 20 I added after I quick sold Max Fried, because he was eligible to be sold. I couldn't sell him for like 20,001 because there were plenty of him out there available for that amount or less. Okay, so it wouldn't have done me any good, especially to try to put him up for sale for anybody in chat. And I ended this season with a win, but I ended up 10 games underwater at 76 and 86. Fourth in this division as well, 15 and a half games in back of the Pleasant Bay Lobster Rolls. Okay, and then the Mammoth Mayhem came in second, so they got a wild card slot. And how many games out of the wild card did I end up? It looks like, okay, I'm over here on this side, so I'm 7 games out of the wild card. And if I look at promotion relegation, how many games out of the relegation zone am I? I'm 13 games above relegation, so a healthy finish for me here. I did not manage to get even close to relegation, 13 games away, so I was happy with the way that one worked out. But these guys didn't make the playoffs either. So another silver season awaits my Wildcats, and that's where they will start as of tomorrow. And if we take a quick look at their roster, you'll see the changes that I made on the pitching side, which I hope will put them on the uptick. Okay, and okay, here we go. Let me go to my roster, and then here we are. So I've moved R.A. Dickey into the rotation. And wait a minute, where is he? I thought he was there. Oh, maybe, oh, Nolan Ryan's on the other account. Sorry. I did bring R.A. Dickey in, because with 3 teams, it's easy to get confused. Liriano's the guy I brought in, okay? I brought Liriano in, kept A.J. Minter, kept Luis Gonzalez. So the only live card I've got in here, I think, is this Nicky Lopez card and the Minter card. And I think the Rodon card may also be a live card. Yes, it is. Norm Charlton was historic. What about, okay, Yogi's historic. Tommy Edmonds a live card, so he's one of the few I've got left. Then other than that, Kiermaier is not a live card. He's a special edition, a mission reward. Let's see here. Yeah, I think, yeah, those are the only. Oh, yeah, I got Josh Hader's live card also. So I've got Hader, I've got Rodon, I've got Minter, and down here I got Nicky and Edmund. So I've got 5 live cards that I'm running on my silver squad here, which is almost all diamond, with the exception of these 4, count them, 4 gold cards and 1 silver card. So yeah, this team isn't too badly made up for all their fortunes being made up from the fortune or lack of fortune from opening card packs. Let me look at chat real quick. Okay, nothing new here. No new ads. Okay, Aaron had 30. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice to see you there, Brent. Your Aaron had 38 home runs. He seems to be stuck on that number, doesn't he? Didn't get an ad and just got in. Thank you, Madden. Okay, I already said that. Signed in late. Okay, you didn't even get the pre-ads there, King Butcher. Right? Because right. I'm pretty sure that I disabled them for everybody, so nobody's going to get pre-roll ads at the very, very beginning when you first sign into my stream. So I've had those turned off since the beginning. But what I'm trying to manage is the timing of when they do appear, and be aware of them and try to give you fair warning when they're coming up. So not trying to distract from the rest of the content that I'm doing, but I also want to be considerate of you guys to let you know when I see something happening. Okay? And you can, because it doesn't look like those notices that I told it to put up. The 3-minute notice, I told it to give 3 minutes of notice when an ad is about to run. And yeah, okay. Brent says, okay, one of your teams finished a game out of the wild card. And the other one got swept in the wild card. Better luck next season, buddy. That's about all I can wish for you. And D. Goyce just got his live missions done. Hi there, Henry Aaron. Okay, any of the other toppers besides Aaron worth playing? How high up in the hierarchy are you, D. Goyce? Are you in diamond? Are you in gold? Okay, I can give you some advice. And there's my next drop that just hit, and it will get picked up automatically. Okay, so let me see here. It's kind of interesting that the Twitch told this alt account that it scored a drop, and I don't have any linkage set up with OTP to redeem a drop. So anyway, I guess we'll find out something through the side door possibly. Okay, D. Goyce, you're in silver still. Okay, I'll tell you what I think you can use. You can definitely use Pedro. You can definitely use the 95 Kershaw. You can use Mark Pryor, who I believe was one of the entire league toppers. Okay, you can use him. You can use Liriano. You can use... Let's see, none of these others were mission rewards. Okay, except down here. You can use Jimmy Fox. He was a mission reward. You can use Ted Williams, and you can use Billy Hamilton. Those are the ones I'm currently using. Okay? And some of the others that you might think about being able to use over here, if I look at my reserves, oh my. Of all the tournament rewards, or not tournament rewards, but mission rewards from the live missions, those are the main cards that I'm running. I'm running R.A. Dickey, I'm running Kershaw, I'm running Pedro, I'm running Pryor, Liriano's a mission reward, and then down here, I don't think Gabby Hartnett was a mission reward. Maybe so. Let me take a quick look at him. Give me just a moment, and I'll take a look at his card art and see what it says. He is a mission mission reward. Okay, so Gabby Hartnett was from missions. Jimmy Fox is from missions, and I do believe Ted Williams and Billy Hamilton are the last two that I got from the live missions, and those are the ones that I'm playing right now. So if that does that answer your question then, D. Goyce? Mhm. A couple of catchers work too. Yep, yep, yep. Yes, Sid Fernandez. Except I haven't earned Sid Fernandez on this silver team yet. I think I've got him on my bronze team that we're going to look at next. Because yeah, my next team looks stronger than my silver team, and they're stuck in bronze. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So that answered your question. Very good. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Now let's see. I might be ready to spam another Ace of Iron, and then we'll go take a quick look at my juggernauts. Okay, oh no, I've got 10 more teams to fill this up, so might as well go ahead and go. And we'll get to the juggernauts here and see how they finished up. And let's see, the password for this guy is this and that. Oh, come on. It did it again. I gotta turn my machine off and then turn it back on again. Okay. There we are. Okay. Let me look at my time real quick. Hey, we're less than a minute away from our next ad, I think. So, what I'm going to do, I got to wait a few hours before I can enter another daily perfect draft. And I can show you that before the next ad hits, because there's the one I did today, daily perfect draft number 4. I didn't get in time to get into number 4, but down here, oh, I can get into this one. I can get into this one, okay? So there should be another ad coming up in just a little bit. So there's my next daily tournament that's going to be sometime tomorrow. And the next ad should be hitting momentarily. So please be on the lookout for that next ad. Because I'm pretty sure it will hit for everybody in just a few seconds. Okay? We are hoping that it hits very, very, very soon. And because it's supposed to be 30 minutes away from my last one. Okay, so, okay, you just got an ad. Okay, I don't have an ad on my alt account yet. Okay, no ads on my alt account just yet. Oh, it might have been because I got powered off and powered back on again. I'll bet that's why I missed the ad on my alt account. Okay, but it was ready to go. It was ready to go based on my timer. So I'm going to reset my timer for another 29 minutes and 40 some seconds. Okay. So yeah, we are, I think, so Ozzy, you just got an ad. Okay, Mad Mass got an ad. How about King Butcher? Did you get your first ad just now? King Butcher, are you on the channel right now that you can answer? King Butcher, did you see? Yeah. Oh, Budweiser Bob hasn't seen an ad yet. Oh, I can tell you why, Budweiser Bob, is because you're a subscriber to the channel. You subscribe to the channel, so you will not see an ad. That was one courtesy that I extended to my subscribers with great appreciation for your having been here. Brent got an ad. Okay. Yeah, Budweiser Bob says, oh, cool. Nice to hear that. Okay. Yeah, you won't see an ad. Okay, Ozzy said his ad played just before my timer went off. Okay, but I am getting close. I'm getting relatively close. So if I'm getting in the neighborhood of when the ad is going to be, then I know that I'm going to be able to hold off on some of the juicy content during the course of that ad. Okay. So anyway, as long as I'm in the neighborhood, I think I'll be happy. And I hope you guys will be happy too, because yeah, like I say, we're trying to manage how the ads go and try to be aware of everything. The only thing I'm really disappointed in right now is Twitch not doing what I told it to do, which was to give a 3-minute notice before it does the next ad. Okay. Oh, Hughesman got all 4 ads since one of the songs was Baby Got Back. You don't mind? I love it, Hughesman. That's great. That is great. See, 'cause I have no control over the advertising content. Can't really tell you what. Okay, so you ended up getting 4 ads. Were they about 15 seconds each, Hughesman? Rock and Roll Express, no ads for you either? You're not a subscriber on the channel by chance, are you? Because I don't believe that I have let's see, ads talk. Okay, no ads, but love the ads talk. THF. Okay, they were all 15 seconds. Thank you, Hughesman. So it did give you a minute. Okay, it did give you a minute. And Rock and Roll Express, you are a subscriber. That's why you didn't see an ad. All my subscribers get to skip ads all together. Okay, not that I'm necessarily trying to advertise subscriptions, but I'm just telling you that's one of the benefits. Is that if you're a subscriber to my channel, you don't get the ads. Okay, now with that having been said, let's get back to the game because I need to spam some iron best of 5s here. And there's the first one. And it won't be too long because there are only 2 more teams are needed to fill that one up. And I'm almost certainly ready to bet that that my second account that I've got running on my laptop over here, about the time that it was due to run an ad, was the time that my machine decided to power itself off. So I've got to remember to hit my touchpad every few minutes so that it won't go dead on me again, because I do need to have as live a picture of what's going on in the stream as I can see, and I want it to look like the way it looks to you guys. So anyway, let's see what's going on with these juggernauts and see how they ended up. Because if memory serves me correctly, they split it right down the pipe, right down the middle. We will get confirmation on that. And they did. They ended up second in the conference, or second in the division, 20 games in back of the Spokane Valley Smurfs, who had an amazing 101 win season. I ended up 81-81, right at 500. And if I look at how I looked in relation to the rest of the league in the standings, I was only 3 games out of the wild card in my conference over here. So the Flames were 2 games out of their wild card. The Jugs were 3 games out of their wild card. So those 2 teams did the best. Nobody made playoffs, but I'm not ashamed of how we worked out. And if we look at the promotion relegation, we'll see that, okay, 81 wins versus 64. I ended up 17 games above the drop zone. So that was a nice, comfortable cushion. So I get to be in bronze another season with this Juggernauts outfit. So we'll have a team in bronze, a team in silver, and a team in diamond starting tomorrow morning. So let's come out of here. And we're not too terribly far away. Wait a minute, hang on a second. A doom chime sounded, telling me about a tournament starting up. So let's see now. I want to not go there. I want to go here. And it's time for me to spam one more iron best of 5. And then we'll go back and start to think about running an historical simulation, because we have to get the 1927 Yankees, still champs and undefeated against all comers who tried to beat them. We had the 1976 Reds, took them to 7 games, but lost in game 7. Then we had the, the 72 Athletics, same story. We tried the amazing Mets from 1969, same story. I think we may have had a 4th team in there, but that doesn't really come to mind right away. But I do have an idea for this particular historical simulation. Because the 75 Reds, if you remember, they took the 76 Reds deep in their series before they ended up losing. And then I went ahead and put the 76 Reds up against the 27 Yankees, and the Yankees haven't lost since then. How about we try the 1975 Reds, the ones that squeaked out a Game 7 victory in Boston, in Fenway. Let's try them and try their luck against the 1927 Yankees. So what I need to do then to facilitate that is I like to run these on my main account, but I need to spam another Iron Best of 5. There we go, got them. It's taken up, and it doesn't matter if I get a third one spammed on this account or not. I don't really care. And I picked up 22 packs since yesterday. They sold one of their live cards too, so there's where we got 20 of those 22 packs. They sold. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't really look at the lineup here. Before we go back and do the 27 Yankees against the 75 Reds, we'll take a look at my roster here because I didn't get to show them off. I should have shown them off. So bear with me a moment, please. I appreciate your forbearance. Okay. Okay. The 39 or 40 Reds with Derringer. I've been thinking about that Stanley Cup chaser. I really have been thinking about it. Oh, and hey, I wanted to Facebook. I had some interaction with one of my Facebook drum corps community friends. See, I never marched drum corps, but I'm a big drum corps fan, and I've been part of the drum corps online community for several years now, since at least since 2003. I started making friends in the drum corps community, and one of my drum corps friends said that he got to watch his favorite movie yesterday, and it is Paul Newman in Slapshot. Okay, I got to share with my drum corps buddy a really fun piece of trivia. Anybody who has ever seen Slapshot, you remember the scenes with the organist? Okay, the organist who played Lady of Spain, and Paul Newman comes up and says, "Don't you ever play that song again." Okay, the organist in Slapshot was an old high school buddy of mine in a little rural southeast Ohio high school where my graduating class was 60 people. He was a member of the next class behind me. I graduated in 71. He graduated in 72. But the guy's real name is Rod Masters. And he was the organist in Slapshot. That got, and if you remember too, during the movie, he got pretend hit in the noggin with a hockey puck. So in scenes after he got hit in the head with a hockey puck, he started wearing a helmet while he was sitting at the keyboard. I'm proud to tell you now that my good buddy Rod Masters, who was a year behind me in high school, and we were in musical activities together, even in a small informal group that formed up at the end of my senior year at that high school. He played keyboards. I was the lead singer, and a guy from my class played drums for the group, and we did like some Beatles and some Rolling Stones and that sort of thing. Really old time stuff. So anyway, Rod Masters is now in real life. In real life, he is the in-house organist for the Seattle NHL Kraken. Okay, he is the organist that plays at the Kraken's home games up in Seattle. So that's a fun piece of trivia for you. And I can tell you this, because I've kept in touch with Rod on Facebook and through other venues, but sometimes as a running joke, and he's posted pictures of himself dressed up this way, but sometimes when he is up there in his high perch, sitting behind the keyboards, providing music for Seattle Kraken home games, he will wear, as a running joke, a hockey helmet to protect his noggin from getting hit with a hockey puck, just like he got hit in the movie. So, fun pieces of trivia there, but Rod Masters and I go back many years, all the way back to, I'd say, the starting in 1969 and going all the way to today. Yeah, so really a fun dude, and he's aging just like I am. So I get to put the quietus on his if he ever gets to acting a little snooty, I'll always tell him, "Hey, I'm always going to be older than you are, Rod. So clam it up." So anyway, so yeah, he is the in-house organist for the Seattle Kraken, and in between high school and then he had been playing all over the country with a variety of different groups. He used to be in a traveling band called Duck Soup. If anybody's ever seen Duck Soup, he's been with them. They traveled all over the country. He was with them for a while. I think he was with the Marlon James Band for some period of time after that. And now he's working for the Seattle Kraken, which is kind of cool. Alrighty, so anyway, let's get out of the number 3 account and get ready. Oh wait, I forgot to show you my lineup. Okay, my lineup is not too shabby. My lineup, I got the Leon Day card that I drew here not too terribly long ago. R.A. Dickey, who I got as a tournament or a mission reward. There's the 95 Kershaw. I just brought up Jimmy Key because I finished his mission yesterday, so I brought him up. And there's Liriano, he's been up for some time. I got Pedro, I got Pryor. There's where Nolan Ryan came in. I'd had him, but I forgot to bring him up. So I found him. John Lackey's another one that came up. Schilling's another one. Tanana was a draw. Benitez, I don't think he's a mission edition. I think he is, let me take a look at the card. It'll tell me. Oh, there it did it again. I didn't hit my my touchpad. That is, what is it? I can't even read that. I can't even read it because the font and the color are hitting me right where the where my desk lights are hitting me. Okay, so I can't really read that. What type of a card that is? Always a legend. Okay, I can see it here now. That is a legend card, and it doesn't say it anywhere on the card itself, I don't think. Okay, so anyway, yeah, Benitez was a draw, and there's Gabby Hartnett, who we already determined was a mission reward. I got Jimmy Fox. Mule Settles was a draw. Jeff Kent, I think, yeah, he's another draw. Willie Cam was a draw. Lopez is a live card. Joe Sewell was a mission reward. Ted Williams the same. Billy Hamilton the same. Now, Kenny Lofton was one of my tournament rewards that I picked up from a perfect draft, and Musial. Stan Musial was a mission reward, I believe. No. He was a draw. He's Hardware Heroes. And Chicken Wolf was another tournament reward. So my 2 tournament reward cards are right there on top of each other, and they're pretty good little cards here. So yeah, this team is in bronze, but I think they have a better lineup pound for pound than the team I've got currently in silver, but I can never get this team up to silver to join them. So let's get out of here. I'm done bragging on my team that didn't advance. So, I can do another Iron Best of 5 before I go back to the main account. Let's do that. Now we'll go back and get that 1927 Yankees going against the 1975 Cincinnati Reds. I can't wait. Okay, I've got my Ace of Bronzes still running. So, historical exhibitions, let's go. And I even I brought my own food for this series too. I still have 2 peanuts from Tom's Ice Cream Bowl left over from yesterday. So I'll be munching on those off and on over the course of this series here. Okay, so we are doing, the baseball boom is the era that I want. Now I want 1975. And we will pick the Cincinnati Reds right there that went 108 and 54 and won it all. then we will go to baseball's rebirth, because the Yankees are going to be the home team again, 1927, and it's going to be the Yankees, who won 110 hi-yo games that season. And we are going to disable injuries. And let's go ahead and get this thing on the road here. As we have just about another hour to go. My pork roast is in the crock pot, cooking away, and will be ready by about the time I'm done with the stream today. And I'm hoping I don't have a repeat of yesterday where my computer locked up and I didn't have any control over it on the keyboard or the mouse. I couldn't raid Tesuiji, so I had to get into his stream after I was able to finally get back on, and apologize to him for not being able to raid him because the machine would just not cooperate with me. I had to hard boot this sucker to get control of it again. We haven't had any problems since then, but in the meantime, oh, and another thing that held me up yesterday while my machine was coming up, it did some Windows updates, which took another 10-15 minutes, as if I needed all that stuff. So we got two Carols in here. We got a Tom Carroll and we got a Clay Carroll. Clay Carroll, one of the legendary Reds relievers from that particular era. And look at here. Look at how high these movement guys are. That was one feature of that pitching staff, was a really, really high return on movement. Not the best in the terms of stuff, mind you. Not the best in terms of stuff, but their control wasn't bad, but it was the movement that they were best known for. A really good moving set of pitchers that could get that ball and have it zip in and out and try to fool the batters. And down here we have the former Reds radio voice from his playing days, Mr. Wade Hoyt, as one of their starters. He's their number one starter. And we were pretty familiar with them. I have, as we already noted, I've downloaded the most recent Face Gen, which includes all the historical players. So we will not be seeing any more of Lou Gehrig with a soul patch or Babe Ruth with a mustache. No more of that. So let's go ahead and we will get ready and play us some baseball here. And we are going to simulate game number 1. And let's see who wins game 1 of this series between the 75 Reds and the 27 Yankees, who are, like I said, still champs and undefeated. And what do we have? The Reds beat them in game 1, 6-2. All right, Gullett beat Hoyt. Danny Dreesen had a home run. First baseman. Okay, he got himself a nice little home run. And let's look at the box score real quick and see who got what. Okay, Johnny Bench, catcher, he had a 2-run double in the top of the first. Oh, to put the Reds on top. Nice, JB. 1 double, 1 single in 5 at-bats. He called the win a result of everyone working in tandem. That's kind of funny. Everyone working in tandem. Doesn't tandem by definition mean 2 at a time? A tandem bicycle is for 2, okay? That phrase has always kind of confused me. Everyone working in tandem. Everyone kind of confuses with the term tandem. Does it not? Does it not? Okay. What do you guys in chat think? Okay. Love Frank Diana. Okay, nice. Benitez. Yes, he was the pack pull, all right. Madden Mask laughing at one there. Okay, so did JB get player of the game? No, Pete Rose got player of the game. Oh, I see. Reds third baseman Pete Rose excelled. He was 4 for 5 with 3 doubles, adding 2 RBIs and scoring once. Pete, graduate of Cincinnati Western Hills High School, which I have been by any number of times. That high school had some other famous alumni besides Peter Edward Rose. Doris Day, when she lived in the Cincinnati area before her parents shipped her off to Hollywood to become a young starlet, she attended Western Hills High School also. Oh, okay. And when they lived in the area, the Clooney sisters had some sort of a connection to Western Hills as well. But I'm not so sure that they actually went to high school there. I think they lived in the area perhaps after they were out of school, and they were singing on WLW AM radio that belonged to Powell Crosley. He of Crosley Field, and he's the person that founded 700 AM WLW. He was also the founder of Crosley Broadcasting. He was the manufacturer of Crosley radios and Crosley automobiles. The old building, it's in the downtown Cincinnati area, not really that close to downtown. It's in a section of Cincinnati called Camp Washington. The old Crosley building was there. That's where the WLW studios used to be located. It's also where the majority, if not all, of the Crosley products were manufactured. And there is a tall steeple tower as part of that building. It's decrepit and falling apart now with busted windows everywhere. But there was a multi-story tower there where Powell Crosley himself had a 2-story office with a spiral staircase, so I'm told, joining the 2 levels of his 2-story office. So, it's still standing in downtown Cincinnati in the Camp Washington area. So if you ever find yourself going south on I-75, look for an older looking building with something that looks like a steeple, and that's where Powell Crosley's empire was run. And his mansion that he lived in is not too terribly far from here. It's only maybe a couple of miles as the crow flies from my house. His old estate, which now belongs to the Catholic Diocese of Cincinnati, he lived in that place, and before it became what its current use is, and I forget what its current use is, they used to offer tours in there, and my wife and I got to tour the place when it was open for business, so to speak. Really nice looking little piece of property. So anyway, and Powell Crosley was also, I think at the time, part owner of the Reds, and that he's the guy that built Crosley Field that was named after him. So yeah, he was the owner of the Reds. He had Crosley Field built. So the man was a legend in this town. So anyway, we'll get out of here and we will go back and start getting ready to run a game 2. We will finish today. We saw how game 1 went. Let's see if my Reds can pull off another road miracle, because we're playing this game in Yankee Stadium. Okay? We're going to finish today and we are ready for another simulation. Okay? Game number 2 is going to go as such. Oh baby, 2-0. 2-0. Are they going to make it a 4-game sweep like they did in 1976? Different team, isn't it? Because they in 1975 they sure didn't sweep the Red Sox. Red Sox gave them every bit that they could handle. Took them to Game 7, including. I still love to this day. If anybody's a baseball fan, if you're a true baseball fan, regardless of what team you were cheering for, that Game 6 in Fenway was classic, with Pudge Fisk hitting that home run and willing it to stay fair. To keep it from bending around the foul pole before it got to the foul pole. He willed that thing with his body English into staying fair and provided his home team and his home fans a walk-off thrill. And in fact, like I say, anybody that loves baseball, it would give you a thrill too, even if you were disappointed to the death because it was your team that lost. That game was one for the ages. I still find myself talking about it in absolute wonder about that Game 6 in 1975. It was epic, absolutely epic. Okay, Carlton Fisk, yes sirreebies. Okay, so we are ready for an off day for travel, and we will finish the travel day, and we will come back. This is interesting. How are the 1927 Yankees, how are they going to play in Riverfront Stadium in 75? Oh yeah, they won their share of games the last time the 76 Reds played them and we came back to Cincinnati. Yep, the Yankees found a way to win that particular 7-game series, and that means they had to win at least one game, if not more, in Cincinnati. So let us see what we have going on now. So here's game number 3. And we are going to simulate it. And let's see who comes out on top here. And the Yankees. It seems like it's the visiting team that is winning these games. So now it is 2-1 in favor of the Reds. I didn't go back to take a look at this game. Freddie Norman beat George Pipgras. Let's look at this box score real quick, and then we'll take a look at Game 3's box score. Okay, Cesar Geronimo had a 3-hit performance. Okay, he went 3 for 5, 3 triples. Holy moly, who gets 3 triples in a ball game? Cesar just did. That was amazing. Okay, and then Tony Lazzari tried to get his team back in the game. Bottom of the 7th, he had a 2-run double, but the Reds held on to get the win. And it was 13-3. Yep, okay, yeah. Well, look at there. 6 runs in the top of the 8th, plus an extra run. Okay, so they were leading 6-3 at the point where the Yankees scored their 3 runs. But then came back and got 7 more of their own to win by 10. Yeesh. That was painful. 19 hits to 10 hits. And the 27 Yankees insist on running their errors up, except they're not running as bad as they did last week. Remember how many errors the Yankees had and they still won? I think they had like 17 errors in 6 games and still won the series. It was incredible what they did last week. Okay, we have Eleanor Frisbee. Thank you so much for following on the channel. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. We're back in the game. We're going to take a look at the Game 3 box score. And let's look at that one before we play game number 4. And the Yankees came back, 15-6. They put a hurt on my boys here. Okay, Babe Ruth came to life. 2 home runs, scored 3, drove in 5. Ay. Who knows how it might have ended had it not been for Earl Combs. Center fielder had a run-scoring double. Top of the 3rd to put the Yankees on top 4-3. Combs had 1 double and 2 singles and 6 at-bats. He went 3 for 6. We're 1 game closer to our goal. Okay. It isn't any more complicated than that. Can't get much clearer than that. So we're back at Cincinnati's Riverfront Stadium for Game 4. And the player of the game was, understandably, Mr. Babe Ruth. And we are just about ready to do another ad. Hang on. Bear with me. Another ad coming up. Have we hit that ad yet? Let me take a look at OBS. Okay, so I am getting close on the ads. Okay. Ha! Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we should be just about there. Are we done with our ads yet? Are we done with the ads? Because I'm about ready to start up the timer again. I think this other account over here, it's not really showing me too much. I was counting on this laptop over here to tell me when the warnings would come up, but I'm not even seeing a warning. I see the ads, but I don't see a warning. So we're going to go ahead and start up another one here. Okay. Alrighty. So I've got a timer set for our next ads. Okay. Extreme UW is done. Okay, the ads ended just before my timer went off. Okay. So I'm a little bit off with my timing, but I am trying to time the content so that we don't have anything really super exciting going on while the ads are running. So I'm starting to get a little better. Let's see, 10 after. Okay, I think I probably need to go more by my watch than I do by my timer. 10 after, and then I think the next one is going to hit at 20 minutes till 5 Eastern time. All right, so looking at game number 3 box score here, Babe Ruth hit those 2 home runs. So actually, my this other account over here on my laptop, it's more of a distraction than anything because it's not really telling me much other than the ads themselves. And folks in chat are being really good about telling me when they're hitting. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's going to end up on my schedule, which is 10 minutes after the hour and 20 minutes till the hour. Okay. I think the first one's going to hit about 10 after, and then the next one hits 30 minutes later. Then 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay? So the next one I think is due to hit in about 24 more minutes. Okay? Let us go and get back to the ball game we were watching. Okay? Back here, and we are ready. We're going to finish today. We are going to simulate game number 4. And the Reds take a 3-1 lead. Yes, sirreebies. Now, let's go ahead. We are going to play the next game because the Reds have a chance to knock off the undefeated and still champ 1927 Yankees. My 75 Reds might actually do this. Let's do it. Okay. I have to turn on AI for most of this. It's still set to AI, so we're good there. We're going to use the warm-up rule. And we're playing in Riverfront. Okay, we're using the large labels. Okay, right. So we are all set there. So let's go ahead and start the game. And we're going to try to zip through this. I might, if it looks like it's going to be a Yankees win, I might have to end it early and get to game 6 and try to do it. Okay? So let's get this game started and on the road. And I'm ready for my first peanut. I've only got 2 left. Listen to the crunch. You've never had a perfectly crispy and crunchy peanut until you've had blanched peanuts from Tom's Ice Cream Bowl in Zanesville, Ohio. Nothing better. Best peanuts ever. Okay. So Don Gullett is on the mound again. He was on the mound in game 1, and they have Wade Hoyt. This is the game 1 lineups. Okay, the game 1 lineups. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go. Ready for game 5 of the Exhibition League World Series. Tony Lazzeri coming up, and with a 1-strike count, Joe Morgan caught the ball on the fly, so that little popper to Little Joe gives us 1 out. And now with a 1-1 count, Bob Musil gets up, and what does he do? Looks like he got a gap shot. Yes. All the way to the wall, and he's cruising into third base. He got a triple. Woo! Musil in his prime getting the triple, and we all know what that means. You know what that means.
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
Okay. I got to do that sound bite every time there's a triple in one of my sims. Okay, so let's go ahead, move on with Musil on third and 1 out. So here we go. They're going to give up the run in return for the second out. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead after Bob Musil comes home from his triple and the ground out off the bat of the Iron Horse Lou Gehrig. And now Babe Ruth is up to bat. He killed them in the last, that is 2 games ago. Okay. Struck him out. Okay, so Don Gullett got out of the inning, but not without giving up the first run of the game to the 27 Yanks, and the Yanks lead it after half an inning, 1-0. So now we have Davey Concepcion coming up. His diamond card looks promising as all get out, but it doesn't hit that well in Diamond League. So I could not wait to get him out of there and get Pop Lloyd in there instead. And I was able to do that one here not too terribly long ago, and Pop Lloyd is putting Davey on the pines. Let's go ahead and move on and see what Mr. Concepcion can do against the 27 Yanks. And he got a gap shot of his own. He's going to go for 2, or is he going to go for 3? He slides into second, okay? So it is in there. He didn't even slide. He just, it was a pull-up double. He pulled that one up. So he's standing on second base with nobody out. He was the leadoff batter. Now Peter Edward Rose batting second, okay? So he is going to go and see what he can do against Wade Hoyt. Okay, let's see. With a 2-2 count, he slaps it. Is it going to fall? It fell for a hit. Concepcion came in with the tying run, and Pete Rose drove in Davey Concepcion from second, and the game is tied 1-1. Let's go Reds. Okay. Next man up is little Joe Morgan. Double play ball. Okay, Pete took out the man at second, so that broke up the double play. So Joe Morgan is on first now with 1 out after Rose did his good job of taking the man out on the slide. So we will continue on. George Foster, who I've personally shaken his hand. The man still can bring it. 2019, I got to meet him when the wife and I flew out to Goodyear, Arizona to see some spring training baseball before the pandemic hit, thankfully. And I got to meet him at a ball game and shook hands with him, and that man still has amazing strength in his hand. He wasn't even trying very hard, but oh gosh, it's like shaking hands with a rock. Okay? So George Foster up at the plate, and let's see what he can do against Wade Hoyt. With a no ball, no strike count, he ends up flying out to Musil. So he grabs it, brings it in, and with 2 outs now, Morgan on first, and we have, I do believe, Dan Dreesen coming up to the plate. Okay, he's up against Wade Hoyt. We got some righty on lefty going here, and let's see how Mr. Dreesen does. Whoops. Oh, is he safe? Oh, he threw it into center field. So little Joe is on third base on that throwing. Was it a throwing error? Yes. The catcher throws it way off target and into the outfield. Oh, baby. So Joe Morgan is now on third. Still 2 outs. But there he is in scoring position, ready to come home on a Dan Dreesen base knock if he can get one. Okay. So next pitch. Now with 1 ball on Mr. Dreesen. What did he do? I couldn't see it. Oh, he grabbed it. Okay, the side is retired. Okay. Oh, Lou Gehrig got it. The ball was up on the infield. Okay, I missed all the text up at the top. So Lou Gehrig caught a pop fly from off the bat of his opposite number, Dan Dreesen. So the Reds managed to tie it up after 1 complete. It's 1-1, Yankees and Reds. Okay. Let's move on. Second inning. With a 2-ball count. So Pat Collins hit it to Concepcion. He threw it to Dreesen at first, and we have 1 away. Okay, so we are ready for the next batter, which is Mr. Earl Combs against lefty Don Gullett. Lefty on lefty action here. And let's see, is the ball going to drop? No, it's going to get caught in center field from Cesar Geronimo. He pulls it in. 2 men out now in the top of the second, and we're ready for Mark Koenig. And he slaps a base knock into right field. Okay, so he's standing on first base with 2 outs now. And Coming up to the plate is Joe Dugan, the third baseman for the 27 Yanks. And with a 1-strike count, he hits it straight away to George Foster. And George Foster brings it in. And that is the end of that. And Sam Chap 2001, thank you for following on this channel. Thank you very, very much. Dish is turning into Bob Costas or Brent Musburger. Hardest working man in OOTP. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And when he pulls a Ty Cobb card like he did last game cycle, oh, baby. Okay. Both LCSs are at 0-0, so at least 40 to 90 minutes away on their on the League Championship Series in Perfect League. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm saving last peanut for a very special moment. Yes. Okay. Announcement from the Discord. Perfect Team World Series coverage begins tonight on the OOTP Twitch channel. So once the matchup is determined, then it will start. I can remember a day when DRC Nomads used to broadcast that, but now it looks like OOTP is taking it on, and gladly so, because we'll have a chance to get some more drops off of that. Okay, so yeah, thank you again, Sam Chap 2001, for following on the Gorga 2005 channel. We greatly appreciate it. Back to the game, and here we go. All right, now I'm in OBS. I'm not in the game. Now I'm in the game. Okay, so we have at the plate Wade Hoyt pitching and Johnny Bench. JB is up at the bat. And with a 3-1 count, Bench draws a leadoff walk. Okay, a leadoff walk for Johnny Bench. He's standing on first base. Nobody out. Let's go. And we'll get now to Tony Perez. Oh, wait a minute. Dreesen. Oh, Dreesen's in left. He's not playing first base. Tony is batting seventh. And he's, okay, right. I forgot that Dreesen was also a left fielder. I was thinking he was playing first today. That's what I get for not paying attention to my lineup. Ha ha! Okay, so yeah, Dreesen's in left. That's the reason that Foster's in right, is because Dreesen's in left. And Perez is on first, and Dreesen's in left. So that makes perfect sense now. Okay, I just need to pay more attention to my lineup before I start talking about it. Okay, so Big Doggy is up at the plate. And let's see what he does with a 2-strike count. I hope he doesn't strike out swinging. He hits a base knock into left field. And that moves JB over to second. So we have him on first and second now. Nobody out. Are the Reds going to make some noise in the bottom of the second? Let's see what they get. We now have Cesar Geronimo up at the plate and facing righty Wade Hoyt. Lefty on righty action. Let's go, Cesar. And oh, he hit a gap shot. Clear the bases, guys. Clear the bases. Clear the bases. Clear the bases. Clear the bases. He slid into third and drove in 2 runs. Yikes. And we know what that means.
Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah.
Nice 3-base knock for Cesar Geronimo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the Reds are on the verge. If they can hold this 2-run lead or more, or improve upon it, they will walk home with the distinction of being the first team to knock off the 1927 Yankees. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming up here. Bases are clear now, except Geronimo's on third. We still have nobody out. And Don Gullett, the pitcher, is up. What's he going to try to do? Let's see. 2-2 count, and he grounded it to shortstop, and Koenig got it and threw Gullett out at first, and Geronimo was not able to move, so he's stuck on third base. Still only 1 out, so a fly ball of any distance can still get run number 4 home for my 75 Reds. Okay, let us go. Concepcion's up at the plate, and oh man, there's the second out, and Geronimo scored anyway. Okay, so they sacrificed the run for the out. Okay, interesting there. So it is now 4-1 Reds. Let's go. Okay, let me take a look at chat and see what's turning up. Okay. Okay. Aha! Oh, yes. Yes. They do need more than 2 streams a week on the official channel, and this is a great one. Well, they still have more than 2 streams. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, DishNet does some on his own channel. Okay. Yep. There you go. The man loves his triples. You bet I love my triples. Oh, baby. Okay. Okay, so Peter Edward Rose is now up at the plate, and the bases are empty of reds. So let's see what he can do with 2 outs. And on the first pitch that he sees, he smacks it over to Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, and he gets him out. So anyway, he goes directly to the bag with the ball, and he got there before Pete did. So after 2 complete innings, it's the Reds 4 and the 27 Yankees 1. Let's go. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I want some more oven it. Okay, Wade Hoyt is now up at the plate. And with a 1-2 count, he flew it out to center field, and Geronimo pulls it in. And with 1 out, now here we have Tony Lazzeri up at the plate. And he grounds to Joe Morgan, who throws him out at first to Big Doggy. So we have 2 outs now. And we now have Bob Musil coming up to the plate. Maybe he'll be the final out of the inning for the Yankees. Going to be a tough play. He didn't chance a throw. He did not chance the throw. Musil managed to get himself down to first base in really fine fashion. So with 2 outs, the 27 Yankees have a man on first. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, can do for his team. Okay, with a okay, and Musil steals second. The way he legged out that infield single gave you an idea of how fast his running ability was. He stole that base off of Don Gullett, just flat out. Okay, now let's go ahead and check out the second pitch. This is a ball 1 count, and Gehrig hits it. Oh, it's on the ground. Oh, it looks like the... Oh, baby, the ball got through JB, and Gehrig with his run-scoring single. Is that an error? Yeah, that was an error on the on Dreesen on the throw. So the run scored, Musil scored, and Gehrig, I don't know if he gets the RBI on an error or not. It's hard to say. Maybe so, maybe no. But the score still is, bottom line, Reds 4, Yankees 2, and there are 2 outs in the top of the third. Okay. And it looks like this lazy fly ball is going to make it to Mr. Geronimo, and he catches it for the 3rd out. So after 2.5 innings, the score is reduced, or the lead is reduced from 4-1 to 4-2, but my Reds are still on top, and they come up to bat. In the bottom of the 3rd, Joe Morgan is up, and he checked his swing and drew a leadoff walk. Ball 4, and Joe Morgan is on first. Nobody out. And let's see how George Foster does, the strong man of the 75 Reds. And oops, is it a double play ball? Oh, no. Okay, a good slide on Little Joe's part knocked out Mr. The second baseman. What's his name? I forget his name. Dugan. No. Dugan's the 3rd baseman. Their second baseman is Lazzeri, is it? Or is he the shortstop? I forget. Who knows? Who cares? The second baseman got thrown off by Little Joe's slide, and George is now on first base with 1 out. Okay? Tony Lazzeri is the second baseman. I should have remembered that. Koenig's on short. Okay? And Pat Collins behind the plate. Those are the 3 I have trouble because their names aren't that familiar. Okay, so we have Danny Dreesen up at the plate, the left fielder, and he, with a 2-2 count, grounds it and it goes, they get the out at second, and he held on to it for the out. So we now have 2 outs and Dan Dreesen on first base. And let's see how JB fares against Mr. Wade Hoyt. With a 1-1 count. Oh, it dropped. Dropped for a hit. And Dreesen's coming around to third, and he beat the throw in there. So we have men on first and third with 2 outs now. The Reds starting to make a little bit of noise. They have a runner in scoring position, and JB is on first base. So 2 outs. The Reds are trying to add to their 4-2 lead. Okay. We now have Big Doggy Tony Perez up at the plate, and the RBI champ for the Reds hits it straight to Bob Musil, and that retires the side. So the 75 Reds failed to make a run, but they did make a little noise. They made a little bit of a racket. And after 3 complete, it is now 4-2 Reds. Okay. So Pat Collins is now up at the plate against Don Gullett still. And with a no ball, no strike count, Collins hits it into center field, and it drops in front of Concepcion, or in front of Geronimo for a base knock. So he is standing on first base, nobody out, and we have Earl Combs up at the plate. And let's see what he can do against Don Gullett. And that one looks like a lazy fly ball to center field, or sorry, to right field, and Foster catches it. He brought it in, and Collins gets to stay at first base. So he's stuck on first. 1 out now, and we are ready for the next batter, which should be Mark Koenig. Yes, and it is. Okay, Don Gullett still pitching. Let's see, with 1 out now on no ball, no strike count. Catch up to it, and oh, nice running catch. Nice running catch, and he leaped to catch it. So 5-star play there from Mr. Geronimo in my book. Put a star by that one. And he got the second out with Collins still now on first, and Joe Dugan, the third baseman, coming up to the plate. Okay. So with a 2-strike count, third baseman Pete Rose went the short route, went straight to second to get the force, and that is the end of the top of the 4th. So we have us a 4-2 ball game after 3.5 innings. Now I think I might, I might play another inning or so, then we'll jump ahead, because it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of jumping to do. Okay, so let's keep on going. So Wade Hoyt is up, and now Geronimo, who cleared the bases with a 2-run triple not too terribly long ago, is up at the plate. And he grounded out to the shortstop. So Koenig got the ball, threw out Cesar at first. So 1 out. Next batter is Don Gullett, the pitcher. And he hits another one to Koenig, and Koenig throws him out too. Okay? 2 down now. Bottom of the 4th, and Davey Concepcion is up with a 1-strike count. And the catcher, Pat Collins, got to the ball. He just hit a little nubber. He hit him a nice little nubber and got out there, or got out at first after Collins got the ball and threw it down to Foist. So after 4 complete, it is still 4-2 Reds. Okay, top of the 5th. With a 1-2 count, and there's a base knock to right field. Foster throws it back in, and Wade Hoyt, the pitcher, who's been well known for his hitting ability, gets another hit in his Yankees World Series career, and is now standing on first base with a leadoff single. Okay, next man up is Tony Lazzari, and with a 2-ball count, he took the fastball low and inside. He appeared to square to bunt, but he took the ball, so nothing happened on that pitch. Let's try another pitch. 3 balls count, and he took ball 4. There are men on first and second base now. Nobody out. Ho doggies, okay? And Bob Musil is up at the plate. We need a double dip ball here, guys. A double dip. Let's get it. He bunted the runners over, so they're now standing at second and third with one out. Okay, so that was a successful bunt. Very successful bunt. Did the job, and now we have the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, is now up at the plate, and with a one-strike count, throws out Gehrig at first, but they sacrificed a run to get it done, so it is now 4-3 Reds. The Yankees are chipping away at that lead, and now they're only down by a single run. Okay. Second base has Lazari. Now Babe Ruth is up at the plate, and what does he do? Oh man, I don't like the looks of this. He hit that ball deep into right field, and the Yankees now take a 5-4 lead. Eee. Okay. Alrighty, we'll get through the bottom of this inning, then I'll probably jump ahead a little bit. 3 runs for the Yankees in this inning, which is a stinkeroo for my Reds. Okay. Another walk. Okay, are we warming up somebody? Are we warming up somebody? I don't know if we're warming up anybody. Okay. So Gullett's in there. He's not doing too well in this top of the 5th inning. Even though he's got 2 outs, he's faltering a bit. Oh no. Earl Combs. Okay. And there's the 6th run. The 6th run has just scored for the Yankees. They are now up 6-4. Ouch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward if it allows me to. Let's go to the 9th inning. Okay, the Yankees ended up getting 2 more runs, but the Reds got a couple of their own, so now it's 8-6, top of the 9th. Okay, the next ad I think is getting ready to hit, so I'm going to hold up a little bit until after I see from chat that we've gotten the ad in. Do we have the ad? You're welcome, Sam Koala. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Okay, so how are we doing? Is the ad running just about now? Because I can't see it on my other account. It died. It went down for lack of interest. There should be another ad coming. Okay, you already had your ads? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue on. Yeah, because it's past 20 till the hour. I think 20 till the hour was when it was supposed to hit. So it should be over and done with. I'm going to go ahead and go on. Okay, top of the 9th, and it's 8-6. Let's go ahead and continue on, see if the Reds can get them out. And then maybe come back and get themselves a nice leaping catch from Joe Morgan there at second base. 1 down. And Koenig is now up, and with a 2-1 count, flies it down the left field line to Danny Dreesen. He catches it, and there are 2 men out. And with 2 outs, Joe Dugan is up. And with a no ball, no strike count, what does he do? Flies out to Dreesen. So that is that. Now, let's see if the Reds can make a little noise and make their own little comeback here and make it a ball game and see if they can at least take it to extras, if not actually outright win it. Instead of just whimpering and dying. Oh, they're going to whimper and die right now, I think so. 1 out already on the strikeout, the punch out of George Foster. Okay, Danny Dreesen up at the plate, and 2 outs. The Reds are now down to their final out. And what we're going to have to do are simulations of any remaining games in this series, okay, because we're almost out of time. Okay, and like I said at the start, at the top of the stream, there is no giveaway today because I already gave away today's perfect points with yesterday's stream. So we'll hopefully have our next giveaway 1 week from today. Okay, So now Johnny Bench up at the plate, the Reds' last hope. And he gets a base knock out to left field. So the ball's coming back and he's staying put. Okay, man on first, 2 outs. And we got Doug Flynn batting for Don Gullett. Or is that Gullett he's batting for? Oh no, Raleigh Eastwick, the pitcher. It looks like they're going to do a double switch. Okay, if they haven't already done a double switch. Eastwick was pitching after this. So let's see. Okay. And it appears that the Yankees have taken game 6. Or game 5, I mean. So the Reds' lead has been cut from 3-1 to 3-2. And we're going to simulate the next game. So we already saw how this one turned out. It was a fun, interesting ball game. It looked like the Reds were maybe going to do something, but the Yankees ended up taking 2 out of 3 in the Reds' home ballpark, Riverfront Stadium, which has since been demolished, but that's another story. So we will finish up the game and we'll finish up today. And we are ready for another finish because this is now a travel day. Let's simulate game 6 and see if the 75 Reds can finish this against the 1927 Yankees. And in game number 6, we have the Reds won! Yes, yes, and Pete Rose is the series MVP. Freddie Norman won the ball game. George Foster got a home run, and Pat Collins got a home run. Way to go, Reds. So now the undefeated, I should say once defeated, because the 76 Reds knocked them off in the very first sim that we did. But the 75 Reds have finally done the unthinkable. They have knocked off the 27 Yankees 15-2. Woo, doggies. Let's look at that box score. 10 runs in the top of the second. Holy crap. Look at that. 10 runs. I mean, like the game was won after 1.5 innings. I mean, yeah, look at that graph of the game interest. The graph went up and stayed there. And a little bit of an upward tilt there. But they wrapped up their first title in team history. Yes, the first time they've ever beat the 27 Yankees. I can tell you that. That's for certain. Okay. So we're talking about, okay, and I'm the team owner, not the team manager, okay? Our players felt that way. Oh, jovial mood filled the air, and we are getting drunk on champagne and beer in the clubhouse, okay? So, and everybody else is doing the champagne and the beer because I'm still on a keto diet, and I can't do that stuff. And now it's time, you know how Red Auerbach used to smoke his cigar at the end of a Celtics victory, or at the last minutes of a Celtics victory? Here's my victory cigar right here. Oh, baby. Oh, mama. Looking good. Looking real, real good. Okay, so we are done with the series. Freddie Norman was player of the game, but Pete Rose was the series MVP. Nice series, Reds. Okay, glad to see somebody finally knocked off those 27 Yankees. Okay, so let me see what's going on in chat. Is anybody saying anything? Okay. Maybe I should replay the second inning. Can I do that? I don't know if I can. Can I go back and redo that second inning? Well, because we have about 5 minutes or so left. Am I able to do that? I don't know if I can do that because the game is already over. All the options I have left to me are box score and game log. I don't have anything on any sort of a replay that I can do. I'd like to be able to play the top of the second so that you can see how those runs scored. Let's look at the game log. Let's look at the game log and find out how they got those 10 runs in the top of the second. Or wait a minute, top of the first? Looks like the Reds did get a score, did they? Yeah, the Reds did get a run in the top of the first. And that was from, okay, 2 outs because Concepcion and Rose both grounded out. Then Joe Morgan got up and got a walk. He stole second base. George Foster hits a single that drove Morgan to third, a throwing error on the center fielder, and Morgan managed to score, and Foster went to second on the error throw. So that's how that one worked out. So the Reds got 1 run in the top of the first. Now, top of the second, here's the bloodbath. Geronimo got on with another error. Doesn't it matter? It's the 27 Yanks. They have errors. Okay, so they had an error on the second baseman. That would be Lazzeri. And Fred Norman did a sac bunt to the pitcher, and the pitcher got him out by throwing to first, and Geronimo went to third. Geronimo apparently took second on the error. Okay, that didn't say so, but he had to go to third in order to. He had to be on second at the end of this play. So Concepcion hits a single. Geronimo scores. There's 1 out and 1 run in. So Concepcion stole second, and Pete Rose hit a single. Concepcion to third, so they're on first and third, 1 out. Morgan hit a foul ball. Okay, then he gets a single of his own, and Concepcion scores. Rose goes to second. Then George Foster reached on an error on Lou Gehrig. Error on Lou Gehrig on a ground ball. So the bases are now loaded with Reds. Dreesen is up there, and he drew a bases-loaded walk to bring in another run. So now it's 3-0 Reds. Okay. Dreesen on first. Morgan on third. Foster on second. And JB gets up, and he hits a single that drove in 1 run. Morgan scored. Foster on third. Dreesen on second. JB on first. Then Big Doggy comes up. He gets a single of his own. Foster scored from third. Then the runner from third, that would have been Dreesen, came for home. He was safe. So there's 4 runs that have come in the inning. It's 5-0 Reds at this point. Okay, so they have 4 of the 10 runs that they ended up in the entire inning. Okay, so now we have a double from Geronimo that put Perez on third and scored JB. So now it is 6-1. Yeah, I think it's 6-1. Okay, then a wild pitch scores Perez, and Geronimo goes to third. Holy moly! So now it's 7-1, and here Concepcion hits a double, makes it 8-1, or 8-0, I should say, 8-0, because the Yankees have yet to score. 8-0, and then there's another single from Pete Rose. Have they batted around by now? Yes, they have, or have they? They haven't yet. They will. Yes, they did. They did. Geronimo had batted around. So Freddie Norman now coming up. Okay. And he on that was the wild pitch. Okay. And then here another single, and Concepcion comes home on the throw on Rose's single, and then they finally got an out. They finally got an out with Little Joe. So a lot of that happened with 2 outs. But the Reds came up with 10 runs in their half of the second inning to put the ball game away. They salted the game away. And they led after 1.5 innings, 11-0. Ooh, doggies. So anyway, that should just about do us for today. So let me get out of here, and we'll get ready to go see about maybe doing a raid somewhere. Let me see here. I need to spam another Ace of Bronze before I go. Ace of Bronze. There you are. Spam, baby, spam. So, let's see. I'm pretty sure Cavacom should be on today. Let me go looking around for him. And if he's there, we're going to raid him. Okay? So, I'm going to go to Twitch. Then I'm going to do a search on OTP23. Come on, search for me. Search. Oh, I can't do it from that one. Let me try it from the other one. Okay, let's see here. We're going to look for... Okay, let's see. Okay, there it is. Out of the Park Baseball 23. And who is on right now? Cavacom is on. I'm on. Nersha Bay & Co., who's one of my more recent followers, re-rated him the last time. Let's try to raid Cavacom again, okay? He won't be able to give you drops, but he's extremely entertaining with his content. He does a good job. So get ready. We are going to raid Cavacom. So bear with me here while we get the raid started. And we'll thank everybody for coming into the channel today. Hopefully we had a better experience as far as content went, because we're trying to be more cognizant of ads. So we're trying to at least take stuff into consideration so that we're not just doing stuff blindly and not knowing when the ads take place. So if I go back to the home screen and don't get the watch replay, okay, or highlights under the line score, it's not like in Perfect Team Aussie, I don't think. When I'm doing an historical simulation, there is no real home screen. The play ball screen is in effect the home screen. I've never seen what you think of as a home screen in an historical simulation or an historical exhibition. Okay, if it is there, I just don't know how to get to it. I maybe need to play around with it a little bit, but I did look, and I couldn't find anything anywhere that gave me any sort of a replay option. So maybe I can ask around a little bit and see if anybody's got experience with historical simulations, and see if maybe next time if I can do a replay on, that is a highlight replay of some of the stuff. So we're getting ready to raid Cavacom, and we thank you all for coming in. So I get to go to my just starting screen, or my chatting screen here. So Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. Thanks for coming in and spending time with us, old fart, and bearing with my timing foibles and little things like that. We appreciate every one of you being here. We're getting ready to send 212 people over to Cavacom. Have fun, give him all the love, and take care now. Catch you later now. Bye-bye.